Hello, wonderful people. Today we're going to be looking at how we can use Carbon inside of our Symfony 7 project. So we can jump right in, copy that and head over to the project, and we can add in Carbon. One of the things we can do is go into the Doctrine YAML configuration, and inside of here what we want to do is define some new things. We're going to find some types under the DBL, you can see here. So just enter, and then paste that in. And what this does is when we define a DateTime immutable or a DateTime, it will actually use the Carbon DateTime, which then means we can access all of the good methods on that. So if we go over to the project in the browser, we can see that we have, I've added in some avatars. So we can see this is the person or the user that's created the event, and then these are the people that are going to the event. And if we click on it, nothing else has changed. It's still the same. So if we head over to our event entity, and then inside of here we have this start at property. Now here we need to define the type. So the type is going to be the DBL types and then DateTime immutable, like so. And we can copy and paste this to the others, like so. Okay, but now the problem is that this is a DateTime immutable and we need it to be a Carbon immutable. So now that we've replaced the types, now let's go over to the template. And now inside of here we can get rid of the end at, and here we can add in the start at, but now we're going to use a different method. We're going to say diff for humans, like so. Now if we head over to the browser, refresh, and here we can see we're getting this a go time, or in, however long, in human understandable terms, right? So this is really cool. So it tells us how long it's going to be or when it happened. So this is 11 years ago, 1 hour ago, yada, yada, yada. So this is great, this is fine. But what if we want to do something a little bit more, how can I put it, computational? If we go to the end of the file here and define a new method. Now here we're going to call this method has started. So, and this will return a bool. And inside of here we have return this get started at less than or equal to new Carbon immutable, like so. And that's it. Now if we head over to our template again, and let's say we want to add in a little notification saying if it started, this event has started, right? Okie dokie, so this is telling us that the event has started, but as you can see here, it's not very good, because this event has finished. So it's telling us that the finished event has started, which is technically true. It's also not very accurate. So we need to fix this, but how can we do it? So let's have a look at what we could do. So we could add in another has ended method and then check for the opposite of this on the for the same as this or the opposite of this on the end at date, right? But we're going to do something a little bit different. What we're going to do is we're going to say is in progress, like so, and this will also return a bool. And now what we're going to do is return, we'll put it in round brackets and then say new DateTime. This is a really cool way of actually accessing the object that you instantiate very quickly. Sorry, not DateTime, Carbon immutable. There we go. And on this we have a method called isBetween. And now we can pass in these two dates. So isBetween start at, or actually rather get start at, because it might be nullable. Actually the start at won't be, but the end at is. So get end at, like so. Cool. Now that is pretty much it. Go back to the template, and inside of here we can say we can change that for, we can change the has started for the is in progress, and we can just, you know, modify it a little bit. And this event is in progress, like so. Okay, so if we go back here, now let's see what happens. Of course. So the reason it's throwing this error is because we're passing the end at inside of there. So if there is no end at, then it's like, oh, there's null. So how can it do it? So what we need to say is if end at and event is in progress. There we go. So as you noticed, it's telling us that this one's in progress, but the ones that have actually finished are not. But this is how we can use carbon dates inside of Symfony. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out my book. Use the QR code to find it. Have a good day.